Well, good morning, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from rainy San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, and purposeful coach and speaker in the world. Hope you guys are ready for a fantastic Thursday today. Every one of us is on a path. Every one of us is on a path. The scary reality is that most of us are completely unaware of a couple of extremely important things on this path. Important thing number one, good morning, Mitch, on this path, important thing number one on this path is that you have the ability to decide whether you're going to stay on the path or you're going to deviate from the path and go down a new path. Most people do not know that. Scary thing number one is that it's on you to change paths if you're not happy that the path you're on, if it's not producing the fruit and the results in your life that you intend. Scary thing number one. Why do I say it's scary? Because it puts it on you to decide and change. Scary thing number two about the path that you're on. You are likely on a path that has been set into motion for you because you do not realize you have the power to get off of that path. I hope this is making sense. You do not realize that you are on a path that you did not intend to be on, and you're unaware that you're on a path that doesn't align with what you could choose to have. It's been said this way: if you don't have a very detailed and clear plan for your life, you are working for somebody who does. Let me let that sting one more time. If you don't have a very clear plan for your life, you are working for somebody who probably does. I was given a phenomenal opportunity, one of the number one organizations in the world, to become a part of that at a very high leadership position. And my vision for the future is so much bigger than where I am now that I was able to say something that left the person inviting me in shock. I said, I sincerely appreciate the opportunity. The challenge here is your vision for my life is way smaller than my vision for my life. And the vision for my life that I see, there's no place for it here because it even exceeds the role that you're in here. And I say that in humility. In humility, I say that. I don't say that with any type of spirit of pride or arrogance. I say it with a humility because I see it, I know it, I believe it, and whenever I doubt it, good morning, Angela, whenever I doubt it, my sweet wife comes alongside me and says, baby, don't you let that hold you down. I see our future. I see it. You got it, man. Like she did this morning. I was talking to her about the development of this national curriculum, and she was just like, you got this. You got this. This is you. I've been married to you for 23 years. I saw this before we got married. Let's do it. You've got to surround yourself with people. So what path are you on? Are you on the path of, now I'm going to do this in Mike Tyson's voice, make it a little bit funny. I got a little Tony Robbins raspiness going on. So I would just ask you one question today, people. So are you on the path of a lame ass, the path of a weak ass, or are you on the path of a bad ass? Love y'all, Ziegler. Please have mercy on me, y'all. What path are you on? You are on a path. You are on the path of the weak ass. You are on the path of the lame ass. And you are hopefully choosing after this video today to get on the path of the bad ass. What is the difference? The difference is heart and grit, not intelligence. Do you know, before I got on the path I'm on today, I was on the dumbass path. I had no clue about anything in this life. All of my best thinking and decisions, my most brilliant thinking and decisions, had the result of me winding up laying down on my back in a gurney, committed to the Texas State Hospital by the legal court system, a dead and dying bipolar manic depressive drug addict with track marks up and down my arms. That's where my best thinking brought me. And then I discovered a book. And in this book, it was written by a guy named King Solomon. And the book was called Proverbs. And I transformed on the path of a dumb ass to the path of a wise ass. and sometimes I was even a smart ass on my path. You can choose which path you are going to be on, and here's the secret. Grit and heart. Good morning, Greg. Love you. Respect you, brother. Fist bump. Boom. You are on the path that either you have decided to be on or that you are on by default. If you do not have a very clear vision and a plan for your life, please know you are working for somebody who does have a very clear plan and vision for your life. Now, this is not a problem if you are a big thinker and you are a people builder. Let me explain. Gary Keller said at Quantum Leap that he teaches a couple times a year, once a year in Austin, Texas. He said everybody on my executive staff are multimillionaires. They don't have to work. They're all at the top of their game. I sound like Tony Robbins. If everybody hears me say aye. He said this: none of these people have to work for money. They're here because of vision. So my role as their leader is to create a vision so big for my vision that their huge visions fit within my vision so that they can fulfill their vision within my vision for their life. The minute their vision exceeds my vision for them, they walk, and quite frankly, they should have. Therefore, I must continually earn the right for these people to choose to stay in business with me. Let me say that again. I must continually earn the right for them to choose to stay in business with me. Let me put it this way in marriage. You must continually earn the right for your partner to choose to stay in relationship with you. You must continually earn the right for your partner to choose to stay in relationship with you. So what's your path? Let me give you the vocabulary of the weak ass and the lame ass and the bad ass. Well, I could go get up early in the morning, but then I might be tired. And after all, working out makes me sore. Not the weak ass path. Well, I would go to work out, but I ain't got all that much money, and that's going to be $60 a month for me to go work out. $60 a month. When we see your fat butt show up every day with Starbucks in your hand, probably $300 a month. That's lame ass path. What's the path of the bad ass? I'm going to call my little girl Gabriella out on this. 15 years old. Yesterday morning, raining. I knock on her door. 4:20. I say, hey, baby. She said, Dad, I do not want to go to CrossFit today. I didn't sleep well. My throat hurts. It's raining outside. And I said, I know exactly how you feel, baby. I feel the same way. What up, T? Tayon. Here, fist bump. Tayon, my man. Silence for 5 seconds. I said, I feel the same way, baby. 5, 4, 3, 2. And she goes, what time are we leaving, Dad? I said, same time. She goes, all right. She's on the path of a bad ass. It's the bad ass path. Because it ain't about your feelings. Nothing more than feelings. These things will screw your life up if you wait to do until you feel like doing. You cannot wait to feel like doing before you do. You got to do when you do not feel it to be on the path of the bad ass. And it is that slight difference. It's that difference which eliminates excuses, eliminates other options. It comes from a decision, decide. When you break it down, the word suicide, homicide, genocide means to kill off. Decide is when you kill off every other option. Every other option. It's like the farmer. It was his birthday. All the animals loved the farmer, and they said, let's make him breakfast in bed. The cow said, I got the milk. The chicken said, I'll supply the eggs. And the pig said, I'll bring the bacon. Hey, nothing wrong with the cow. Nothing wrong with the chicken. They were down with it. But the pig, brother, that pig made a decision. He was committed. Weak ass, lame ass, or bad ass path. Which path will you choose to walk on? If you don't have a very clear vision for yourself and your life, you are currently working for somebody who does have a very clear vision for you and your life. And that's not a bad thing if your vision fits within their vision. Does that make sense? When their vision fits in your vision on your path, you are aligned, and that's a blessing. And their leadership can help pull you along. This is a really great thing. What you must understand is the difference between the lame AF path and the weak AF path and the bad AF path is heart. Heart and grit. Can't nobody take your heart away from you. You've got to pump, you've got to grind, you've got to push, you've got to press forward and come to the place where you would normally quit, you begin. Where you would normally quit, you begin. Let me end with this poignant story. Muhammad Ali in his heyday when he was boxing was surrounded by paparazzi and photographers and news reporters one day during his exercise routine, and one of the people said, Muhammad, how many sit-ups do you do a day? And he said, I don't know. And they said, what do you mean you don't know, champ? Don't you know all your numbers? He says, I know all my numbers. I know all my numbers. And he says, so tell me, how many sit-ups do you do, Muhammad? He goes, I don't know. He goes, you just said you know your numbers. He goes, I do know my numbers. Now, how many sit-ups do you do each day, Muhammad? He goes, I don't know. And he goes, are you telling me that you do not count? He says, I count. I count. Champ, please help us. Why are you playing with us? And Muhammad Ali simply stopped what he did for a second. He looked at them, stuck his pointy, world-class champion finger in their faces and said this. Here's why I don't know how many sit-ups I do. You see, I start doing sit-ups. And I keep going. And when it hurts like hell, and my mind tells me, quit, that's when I say 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, I'm the champion of the world because when y'all are quitting, I'm just starting. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to get off the path of the weak AF, get off the path of the lame AF, and get on the path of the bad AF, you got to do what hurts. You got to do what's hard. You got to do what you don't want to do when you don't want to do it long enough that you become amazing so that you can do what you want to do when you want to do it eventually. It's a long runway. Gradually, then suddenly, a long runway. And a lot of people lose gas on that long runway and give up and throw in the towel before they have the opportunity to see the results show up. You want to get on the path of the bad AF? Don't quit. Keep going. You were born for greatness. Have a great day, guys.